That look on her face. She's not sad. She's relieved. I look up to her as she turns and walks into the shore. She couldn't hear me. She didn't stop. And then she was gone. And I was alone.
Lucy? We're here.
Lucy? Wake up!
Where are we?
Pulling into the station.
I was...
Come on, grab your bag. It's just here. Come on now, we have to get moving.
Like it.
What are you talking about? Pick that up.
You said if I didn't like it here, we didn't have to come.
Enough of this. I'm not standing in the middle of Paddington bloody station arguing with my own child, so pick your case up, hold my hand, and come with me. Do you think we're wealthy? Wealthy people can wail and shout and scream, and they'll get their way. They don't have to worry about a thing. This is a chance for us to be like that, so you can wail and moan, and I can give you everything you could want. I don't mean to be so blunt, dear, but we're family, and we have to keep each other going, even in the toughest of times. Now come on, I'll show you to your new home.
I remember that first step into London. The endless noise. The thick air which weighed me down. The sky felt low.
What's the matter?
Nothing, darling.
You don't know where you're going.
Of course I do. We'll be there in no time.
We're lost.
We're not lost.
I feel lost.
Well, we're not. And if you keep interrupting, soon we will be.
Can you read me the letter?
The what? Oh, that. When we get to the flat, dear, it's not much further.
You said you would read it whenever I asked. Just the first line or so.
Dearest Lucy.
That image. The water. It smells of death more than ever. We were playing in the shallows. Then he came out of nowhere. He grabbed her. He pulled her down. He held her head under the water. Then she stopped. Then he left. And I was left alone. I don't want to remember anymore.
And what I'm telling you, sir, is there's nothing there. Nothing. Look, the girl's father will turn up eventually. We just have to wait. Yeah, but that's the thing.
They want to have a word. Be nice.
So, a blind witness. And I thought I'd heard everything. Tell me what you heard, then.
Where's my letter?
What letter is that?
The one you stole from my father.
The police don't steal. What's in the letter?
None of your business.
Well, if we don't know what's in it, we can't very well help you find it now, can we? Now, let's get on with what killed your dad.
No.
You told us before that a man came up to you and your old dad and shot him.
Who would want to do that, Lucy?
I don't know.
Why don't you know? You were there when it happened. Something happened this morning, so tell me what it is, or we'll have to put you in the workhouse.
I don't know what happened. Someone shot him and I ran away. Now give me my letter.
Oh, Mr. Black,
Hello, Lucy. You have my dearest sympathies for your loss.
You just caught me,
Why don't you run along and leave the rest to me?
Thank you. Who are you?
My name is Mr. Black. You're next of kin. I think we've spent long enough in this cesspool.
But where are you taking me?
Somewhere brighter, my dear.
Mr. Black. How could I forget that name? He took me far away from the clogged streets of London. To where? I didn't know. But I knew the air was clean. And more importantly, I could hear birdsong again, and the sound of metal had gone. And suddenly, I can smell salt again.
Can you smell that, Lucy?
fresh air.
It's always nicer when it's rain.
Sir, I don't mean to be rude, but...
I'm your uncle. I'm not surprised your father never told you about me. We never did get on. Unfortunate, that. I always did want a younger brother.
But don't I need to get back to the police? They need to know who killed him.
You've given your statement, haven't you? I just thought I would speed the process along. One of the many perks of wealth, my dear. Ah, here we are. I nearly faint every time I see it. Come along. Your day has been long enough already.
I could feel the place was huge, like a great cave. They dressed me up, several servants of whose names I couldn't tell you. And I sat down at a table for dinner. They even tried to feed me, I had to insist I was capable of that on my own.
You look so much like your mother, you know.
Thank you.
Uncanny. You know, I think you're the same age she was when we first met. Tell me, young Lucy, what can you hear?
Not much, I'm afraid.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry. You just haven't learned to listen. You know, your mother could hear things for miles, I can tell you. When you're blind, your other senses heighten dramatically. It's fascinating. So go on. Listen again, but this time, take a deep breath. Focus. Feel the room. What can you hear?
I can hear a leaking tap. It's in the kitchen, I think.
Good. What else?
Nothing. I don't hear anything.
You'll learn this soon, Lucy. Silence is impossible. Is everything all right?
I'm fine, thank you. It's delicious.
No. What's wrong? Get her more wine.
I can't. I miss my dad.
Learn not to.
I don't know why he wants me here. Days turned into months. And then years. I've become his doll, his puppet. He puts me on show for guests. He moves me to different rooms in my sleep and laughs when I bump into things. There's times when I believe he's truly evil. But I wouldn't have it any other way. We're family, and families have to keep together, even the worst of times. So, I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll be his doll for now. Because there's a good man in him, I know. He does say the most awful things about Mother, though. That she... And although I can't see, I can feel a sickening smirk stretch across his face when he talks about it. I see him in my sleep now. On the beach. Mother's there. Father too. He's walking towards them. He's pointing a pistol at Father. Why did he do it? What good did it do? Mother's trying to get away. Her feet are stuck in the sand. I can't be alone anymore.
Do you hear the waves, Lucy? They're relentless, aren't they? This cliff is dying. Falling apart piece by piece. Soon, enough of it will have fallen into the sea that even my own home will one day collapse into the deep. Like pride and joy. And even all the money in the world can't stop it. You can either swim with the tide or let it rip you into the depths. Just like your pig of a father. Don't make the same mistake. Forget your whore mother. Forget your embarrassment of a father. There's only me. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner we can be happy together.
He's right. The sea. I remember now. It's clear what my memory is. That water, the drowning. My only memory, my cherished possession, is my mother's death. My world is either dark or dead. And I don't know which one I prefer. The world is a cruel place. It promises life only to deliver death.
Right now.
It is inescapable. Nature always wins. And I can't fight it anymore. I can see her face. I remember. This world is cruel. But without me, mother, father, they'll really be gone.
I have the letter, Lucy. And having read it, I don't think you've heard it all before. Do you want me to read it to you? I'm only reading it if you ask.
You're a liar.
You adore this letter, Lucy. I'm not going to make it up. Judge for yourself. Dearest Lucy, I hope this letter finds you well. I have so much to say and so little time to say it in. I have had to go away for a while, but don't worry. I'll send for you. You can come and live here with me. We can walk on the beach again. We can be a real family. A real family, Lucy. That's what I destroyed. Your father was never your father, Lucy. I am. You're the spitting image of us. Your mother's little trip was back to me. Back to where she belonged. She came back to me. She chose me. Believe me or don't. It doesn't matter. I'm a monster. I drowned your mother in rage and bitterness. I shot your father to get to you. To get something close to what I lost. But I don't want to kill you too. And I don't know how I can manage that.
Then don't. Let me go.
The house is yours. You can use it better than I did. I'm sorry. You'll have a better chance without me. You're not going to be alone anymore.
Stop! I write this letter to you, child, not to sadden you or have you pity me, but for you to learn from my mistake. The world is not how you've been told it to be. The world is a jumbled mess of noise and hopeless shouts into the void. But together, that noise makes a song so imperfectly sweet, it's worth enduring the racket, and the waves, and the black.